I'm here to do an update for you. I know I look kind of goopy. I'm just like kneeled down right now because that's going to be a quick update with not much editing. But it is September 2nd, and the last time I talked to you guys, I had just gotten my positive OPK, and I was super excited. It worked for I used those digitals for the first time, and it worked. And so how it kind of played out was Fertility Friend actually kind of let me down this cycle. I'm not really sure what's going on. It's usually dead on, and this cycle is kind of off. But it said I ovulated on cycle day 14. But I didn't get my positive until cycle day 14. So, and kind of leading up to the events that I'll go into, I believe I did ovulate on cycle day 15, which is where you'll see on my chart, which I'm going to include my chart here so you can look at it as I'm talking. But that's where you see the increase in temp, and then right after that, it's actually another big boost in my temp on cycle day 16. So I feel like I can still definitely see that I have a confirmed ovulation as close as I can get to without getting actual like blood tests or ultrasounds or whatever done, you know. So that's kind of what happened, and then my chart kind of just went like this, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden on cycle day 25, it took a huge dive. It literally went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about, I'm just estimating, about 0.5 in my temp. And I was like, what the heck is going on? So I was like, maybe it's implantation, because that would have been that would have been 10 DPO. Let me read that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, that would have been 10 DPO. So I was like, oh, could be implantation. I've never seen a dip like this in my chart. Well, I only started last cycle, last cycle, sorry. Anyway, so I was like, could be an implantation dip, blah, blah, blah. Then it shot right back up the next day, like up as high as it was. It had been the whole cycle so far to 97.9. And I was like, oh my gosh, maybe it really is, you know, like implantation. I was getting really excited. And then not the next day, but the day after that, on cycle day 28, it just shot down by like 0.3. And I'm estimating by just quickly glancing at this, so I can do this kind of quickly for you guys. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what the heck? Like, I'm pretty sure my period was supposed to start in 2 days, and I was like, this is not a good sign, like it's dropping. But last time, my temp had dropped the day before, like 2 days before, not just the day before. So I was confused. I didn't know what was going on. Well, then yesterday, my temp dropped just a little bit more down to like 0.1. And I was like, okay, you know, maybe there's still hope. Like it hasn't went all the way down. And not to mention my OPK, because I took OPK, since I was just being a pee on a stick addict. It was really dark for being right before AF showed. So I was like, oh my gosh, I got really excited. I like showed people the pictures. I was like, I might really test tomorrow with my husband, because it's like, it's a dark OPK. Because if you don't know, sometimes when you're pregnant, you'll get a positive OPK, just as you would get, like it has to be positive, like darker, just like a OPK works all the time. So I was like, I know it's not positive. It's really close. Like this is exciting. Like I'm going to test tomorrow. So I woke up the next day, and AF still wasn't there, and I was like, okay, well, let's, you know, we'll just test. And I was getting ready to tape it for you guys, and I was all excited, and then, like, I just had this overwhelming feeling because I'd been having some cramps in the lower back ache. I was like, it's not going to be positive. I was like, it's not going to be positive. Like, I was just getting down, because, guys, yes, I do get down. I'm not always a positive person, but I was just, like, I was just down. I didn't want to do it, and my husband just like insisted that we tested. He's like, no, we got to test. He's like, you never know. And I was like, I know it's not going to be positive. So we took it. I was trying to tape, but I was just not in the mood, not in the spirit. It wouldn't have been a fun test to watch because I just like was very pessimistic. And lo and behold, it was negative. And I knew at that point, I was like, I know it's not, like I'm 14 DPO. There's no reason it shouldn't be positive if I'm having a healthy, vital pregnancy. So that was yesterday, and then this morning I woke up, and as you can see on my BBT chart, it went down again this morning to 97.2, which is the temperature that my AF has started at the past 3 cycles, because I've This is my third beginning of a cycle, so this is my third time starting AF temping. So it was really confusing because last cycle my temp went down a couple days before AF, and this cycle it didn't go down to hardly touch the cover line until AF was actually here. So I woke up and I still didn't really have like full on AF, but now it's that night right here, cycle day 1, and I can definitely tell it's AF. So I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry I didn't do a live test. I'm sorry I was kind of MIA. I had really big hopes, so I was like, oh, it's gonna be fun, like I'm gonna come back and have a positive pregnancy test, and then it didn't happen. I did use my progesterone cream twice a day. I did forget a couple days, but I did use it twice a day for the most part. I just hit my knee. And you know, I really think it might have helped because I have in the past, ever since January, been having like a brown spotting, like 2 to 4 days before AF shows, and this time I only had it 1 day before AF showed. So I might have something going on. I may possibly have low progesterone, and that could be, this cream could be helping me, and I'm very thankful for you, Bryn, for giving it to me, and I'm so happy to use it. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now, cycle day 1. This cycle, I mean, I'm going to use the digital OPKs because I want to, again, have that evidence for when I go to a doctor eventually, so I can show them what I've been doing. And I am going to temp, and obviously, because I just told you I temped this morning, and I am going to use a progesterone cream after a confirmed ovulation. So that's where I'm at. Real quickly, I wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know that I did switch OBGYNs, and my luck, I choose one who is not going to be in until the 16th of September. Awesome. So the soonest appointment was the 18th. And if you don't know, part of the reason why I'm switching OBGYNs is because my last one was out of office like for a week at a time, about once a month. And I don't know, that was just part of it. And then also I just felt like she didn't care to help me. She didn't care to help me have tips. She basically just told me to come back after 12 months of no pregnancy. So I just didn't really like the mojo that was going on with that. So here I am. I have a new OBGYN. I did read her like bio, and it says she does have a strong interest in infertility, and she does work at the infertility clinic for one of our hospitals. So I was like, yes, this might be like something good that will lead us in, so I'll have like a connection if we do hit the 12 months, and then, you know, we'll be in the loop with someone already. And I'm also hoping that, just given her background, and that I'm starting fresh with her, and I'm coming to her at my 11th cycle, that she might be willing to run some tests beforehand instead of making me wait 2 more whole cycles. But that's all I know for sure right now. As I did for sure switch. I did email her, so maybe somebody that's backing her up will contact me before she gets back. But I just ask that you guys pray for me and my husband. Like, just please pray that we'll keep our faith and hope and spirits up, because we all need that encouragement, like, all the time, even for someone who people think stays positive through all this, because I'm on my 11th cycle, guys. Like, I never thought I would be here. If you knew my mother and my sister, you would wonder why I haven't had 5 kids by now, because they're like the fertile myrtles of all fertile myrtles, and it does get kind of like, makes me kind of get down every once in a while, but you know, like I know God has a plan for us, and I know like maybe He's just waiting for my husband and I to settle down somewhere and know where like our careers are going. But I have faith. I have all the faith in the world, and honestly, God is the only reason I'm still standing up straight right now, because otherwise I'd be probably in that bed behind me, depressed and not going to work, like closing myself off from people, like a lot of people get, and it's not fun, it's not a joke, and it is real. And I pray for everyone in this community every day that they can just get over their struggles and, you know, make it over whatever God has planned for them until they get to their miracle, because it's all worth it, guys. So without further ado, I do just ask that you pray for us, and pray that this doctor that I'm going to be going to see in a couple weeks just gives me more hope, and like just hears me out a little bit, and like humors my concerns a little at least. So that's what I asked for, and I'm praying for everyone else, and I'm so excited for those who have gotten their BFPs, and I just can't wait to see more, and there better be a ton in September, because I didn't make the September train, but I'm hoping to make the October train. So yes, I love you guys. I love your support. Like, I've gotten so close to a lot of you recently, and I'm just very thankful for that. And that is all I have for now. I'll talk to you later. Bye!